likely. Give her time.
She probably really works at it there. But that right there is exactly why I love Sandy, because she makes you smile, and we all need to smile and laugh. And that's it, girl. Don't cry. Don't be shy. I'll go. Okay.
We were looking for someone to stay with my mom during the week while I was working. This has been quite a while ago. And I was really, really picky because I wanted to take care of my mom. And I didn't want anybody else to take care of her. So Sandy came over and we found out about Sandy. And Sandy came over to meet us and everything. And I told her, I said, listen, this is my mother, and I am going to take care of her. And, you know, and Sandy is so good and so sweet. And now I don't want anybody taking care of Mom except Sandy. So I love you and I thank you.
Alright, there are a couple people who weren't able to be here, so they sent me in what they were going to say. The first one is Pat Trish. She said, Sandy always had a hug and a smile for me. She still does on Facebook, and I can feel the love. No matter what was or is going on in my life, I always admire the way she expresses herself and is really expressing what we all feel and can't say. Her love of God, her children, her grandbabies, and her hubby never wavers. Her wonderful words of love and prayer during a very low period in my life. The movie Hope Floats with her and Mana, and getting the best fudge dessert ever at Shoney's. The scary movies for which I still owe her a movie date. My name, Pat Trish, will always stay with me forever because of her and Mana. Sitting on the church pew in the back and her making me giggle even though I was an old lady and should have known better, she made me feel young again. And last but not least, and there are probably lots more, the mind is not what it used to be. Her loving ways for everyone, young and old, it never mattered. I love you, Sandy girl, and I wish I could be there for your special day. Congrats for joining the 50s Club. Then we have Sandra Shelley. She said, my sweet friend, sorry I'm not there. You know how we met, and I hope when I'm too old to remember that, I will still remember our story. The bus, LOL. I believe God gave you to me when I needed someone so badly who understood my struggles and can make me feel better and laugh when I feel like I'm at my lowest. And for that, I will always love you and cherish you. Thank you for being you and for having such a caring heart and for finding me. Love you always. Hope you have a blast. And then we have Cheryl. Cheryl says, I remember when we first... Purser Brown? I remember when we first met. You were working with Blanche Bellamy and she invited you to church. You were so sweet and innocent looking. Your face was angelic. When Blanche introduced us, I could see you were beautiful on the outside, but amazingly beautiful on the inside, and you still are. I am very blessed to have a friend like you.
I guess I can do that. I hate talking in front of people. I could tell the story about the time she shut me up in the bathroom at Wayne's restaurant and wouldn't let me out. And then she let me walk several blocks in Conway with toilet paper on my shoe before she decided to tell me.
We were exercising. I didn't think about it.
Right. But I won't. I'm going to tell the story about telling me what Walmart.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you.
Girlfriend went to me to Walmart in the middle of the night, because that's when I went, because I have anxiety really bad, to buy a fan for my bedroom. And I told her, I said, I want one that'll cool the room real good, but that runs kind of quiet. I don't want something that's too loud. But my husband snored, so I needed a fan. And so we went through and we were looking at the fans, and we found one. And girlfriend says, well, you want us to plug it up before you buy it? And I said, sure. So we're walking around looking for a plug. And girlfriend gets over in the lamp department and apparently finds the plug.
There's one there.
the fan out the box and not knowing that the fan had the on switch on. And there's plastic on the fan now, y'all. So she turns on the fan and it sounds like there's a harvester in the fan department. It was hilarious, and she was laughing so hard that she's squatting down now, so you got to get a visual. And she's shaking, and I know she's going to say something. If she does, I'm going to pee because I'm at that age. So I'm poking her. I'm going, girlfriend, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I'll
You
pee.
were just poking. Every word. Don't say a word.
She looked up at me. She said, girlfriend, I'm peeing. And she was. I made her ride home on towels.
And then I said, after I interrupt,
Yeah, go ahead.
I said, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. You wanna go up to the gas station? I gotta go to the bathroom. Why?
Hey, what for?
I said, I didn't finish. You're bad.
I know, that was funny, man.
I just want to say, you're the best mother-in-law I could ever ask for. Thank you for accepting me and loving me and loving my children the way you do.
Thank you.
It's funny, a son-in-law can make a cry.
I know, I'm probably in mascara on.
Alright, I got one more. My best friend Melissa, she is actually on her way from a wedding. But she'd rather me read hers anyway. She's like too shy. She's a New Yorker.
Go figure.
It says, where do I begin? You are always you are and have always been like a second mother to me. Over the years, you have given me advice, whether it be about guys or getting my big butt back on the right path to life. LOL. We have had our share of laughs together, or you just laughing at me. There are so many to do, so many on the list, but a good and clean one, ha ha ha, would be where you, Bethers and myself, were at your house watching the movie Mighty Joe Young. I guess I was really into the part of it where I sat with my mouth gapped wide open, and you straight up called me out on it. Laughed and picked on me so hard we had to pause the movie. I can go on and on about how many laughs and how much fun we've had together, but I don't want to take up all the time because we would so be here forever, and no one else would get a turn. I love you so much, and thank you for everything you have done for me, whether you've known you've done it or not. Happy 50th birthday. One day I will be coming over with my blankie for an apple sugar.
I actually wrote mine out only because I really got it on my feet. And even then, I still feel like it doesn't say everything out if it ever could. So, I have some memories of my mom, and I don't even know where to begin. I remember the bedtime prayers each night. Many nights, Beth and I would get into bed and lay there for what seemed like hours with our lights on, yelling, "Mama, come say prayers!" over and over again until she came. I always imagined something horrific would happen if we forgot to say our prayers, and Mama was always the hero coming to pray with us before we drifted off to sleep. Mom owned her own daycare while we were young and through elementary school so she could be home with us. I remember getting into trouble, and the punishment was always interesting. Writing, "I will not pull somebody's pants down" 100 times. Being made to stomp up and down the hallway because obviously I like stomping. For being made to sit there and hug my sister without letting go until we agreed we loved each other and would never argue again. I remember driving down the road belting out some of Madonna's greatest hits, the entire Wilson Phillips album, and occasionally the Carpenters were on the playlist. I remember Mom washing dishes and cooking and having to either limbo underneath the mile-long phone cord or jump over it as Mom multitasked in the kitchen. I remember renting movies from the 544 Superstore often. Mom would make us cover our eyes and mute the TV through the bad scenes. Some of our favorite movies were scary ones like Critters, Poltergeist, and Amityville Horror. Days of Our Lives always came on at 1 p.m. Still does. Church every Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night, always. If you were too sick to go, you were too sick to do anything else. Same with school. Beth and I were taken care of. We had everything we needed. Mom made sure we felt safe. Now that we are adult children, Mom takes care of our babies like she did us, while still taking care of us at times. She is an awesome mom, an awesome friend, and now the best sugar I could ever dream of for my babies. Happy birthday, Mama. I love you.
Okay, one more. My wife, I met her about 11 years ago. Love her to death. I call her my wacko. That's because she entertains me. I tell her all the time she's my entertainment. I've never met anybody so loving and caring in my life. And it's the most loving, caring person I've ever met. I love her to death and beyond, and always will. I'm glad I married her. Drink break.
Last words for anybody?
Okay.
The trait that always stands out, everybody's mentioned it, so I'm just repeating whatever, it's the love. She's always got a smile.
No, you can't have it. Break come.
Wonderful heart that's full of love for her grandchildren. Oh my goodness, they have no idea what fortunate they are. Love just overflows for them, and I have enjoyed our being together in our group and sharing life together. It's been great.
You know, and that's one thing I thought about, because I thought it was supposed to be some kind of roast. You know, it's supposed to be a river or something. You know, what can you say? You can't do that. There's nothing about it. She's who she is.
Sure there is. She pees over the list.
She doesn't do that around me.
Sorry, Les, there's a limit.
There's always a first time she's getting older.
She has joined the people club now. Might happen more.
Thank you.
I don't know. I have so many things I could say. I met her when I was 11. And
It's okay.
She helped me turn from an awkward girl. I think we both kind of needed each other at that time.
no, Sandy didn't need nobody.
She needed me to get around town.
That's right. My
But
confidence.
she was with me, through all of my kids. She kept Hannah and Caitlin when she ran her home daycare. She was actually with me when Caitlin was born. But she does have a big heart. And through life, there's been changes, but there's nothing that's ever come between us, and never will. Love you.
You got something to say? And I should be right. You want some more juice? Get some on me.
Alright, anybody else? Before we start our old person game?
Can I put the frame down now? Thank you, Shiggy. I love you too, baby. I thought you were going to say something.
Yeah,
Sean. Yes, Sean. Tell how awesome I am. Go ahead.
Let's teach them up right.
You want to say something? You can say something. You can say something.
Corey, go ahead.
Corey wants to say something.
Say something good.
Say something. You can say it from there? Go ahead. Where's Mike and that microphone at?
Microphone's right there.
What you gonna say, buddy?
I'm scared to say it on the video.
Come on, don't be shy. Come on. Just tell me out loud, real loud. Just say it real loud. Here, Granny, come over here. We can say what you want to say. Go ahead. I might say something if you say something. But you got to go first.
I love you, I don't want to say it loud. I can say it to you.
Well, say it to her. Okay, I'll say it out loud to them. You say it to my ear. Okay.
I love you with all my heart. You're the world's best for getting on.
He loves me with all his heart, and I am the best sugar. Okay, he got something else to say. Hold on.
Not that he has many of those.
I got
Sandy, and then you asked us to call you Shuggy, and I didn't know about it at first. I said I ain't gonna call you no Squishy.
And I don't know if you could hear him, that when he first got in our family, I wanted to be called Shuggy. So I asked him to call me Shuggy, not to call me Sandy. I didn't want to be called Sandy. So he said, I'm not going to call you Squishy. So that has turned into a great memory of ours.
Yeah.
That was like almost 4 years ago.
Shuggy. Shuggy.
Okay, longer than 4 years ago. You got something to say? Okay. All right, we all done?